How's everybody doing today? I hope you are having a great day. Um, Me? Yeah, I'm having a pretty good day. I get to stay home today. Work kind of said we didn't have anything going on today, so here I am. I told you I was going to come to you with another video soon, and I'm going to explain to you why I went ahead and did a review on Megatronus. So Sunday, I had to run to the store. And anytime I run to the store, well, I had to run to Home Depot because I needed to get some mulching blades for our rider. We got a new rider because our old lawnmower broke. And my wife was like, "Hey, why don't we just get a rider this time around?" I was like, "Hey, that suits me fine. I don't have to push mow the lawn, even though I don't mind mowing the lawn. I mean, I'm going to fix the mower, so I mean, but regardless, we're talking about transformers." But I had to run to Home Depot. Well, what's next to Home Depot was Walmart. What's across the street is Target. So anytime I go to a store and I'm by them, I have to stop and look. I mean, it's just my nature. So went to them that Walmart, nothing. Went to the Target, unfortunately, no Starscream. Nothing new, matter of fact. Which is kind of weird. Their shelves on Transformers look kind of bare. Then I found out something else, today that they've been told not to restock the shelves until their entire um remodel or reorganization is done. But anyhow, I had to come back to my hometown because I had to go across the bridge to go to my nearest Home Depot. Stopped, got some gas. Guess what's next to that gas station I go to? Walmart. Because I have Walmart Plus, so the gas station right there, I get 10 cents off. 10 cents off nowadays, big save on gas. So I went ahead and walked in. Wasn't expecting to find what I found. And that's usually when I find stuff, when I'm not expecting it. That's how I found Megatron. Walked into GameStop, looked down. Well, shit. Went ahead and got Megatron. So this time, I found a couple things. And we'll get into the other couple things later on. And that in them other videos, I won't have to explain everything because I'm explaining it here. But reason why I did Megatronus yesterday is because I found this guy. A lot of people's upset with this one, or they don't care about it as much. They say they should have used Liege mode or Liege to do the remote on or retooling, which they did do a little bit of retooling on this, and I can see it. But I mean, look at that face. Yeah, let's get some light on it. And I love that Unicron symbol on it. Is this going to be my favorite figure? No, not by all means. Do I think it looks pretty good in person? Yes, I do. Honestly. And I don't have a Unicron. The closest thing I have to Unicron is my Blocky's head. And, that's more of a yellow on this Unicron head. So I have two of these. So I've been using this one to kind of test colors. That orange is pretty close to what his orange is. And so I can appreciate it. I do like this orange on him. I mean, it has a little bit of purple. Them ain't black, that's purple. And you have his symbol. They redid Megatronus's cannon a little bit to have the two guns on it, which you can take them off and he can hold, two single guns if you don't want them to have the arm cannon. But he does have, these horns here. They did come separate. They do pop on and off. And I think he looks pretty good. I mean, he looks enough different. I mean, not really different than Megatronus. He does in the face. The colors are different. I mean, they recolored the legs a bit and the arms to have more instead of the black. They had the silver. So I mean, there's them two side by side, which we'll show them side by side again here in a little bit. I'm trying something new again today, so you're gonna see a little bit of my computer screen. So bear with me a little bit. Y'all let me know if y'all have any tips or anything that how you would like to see me do things, because I'll take any suggestions. But let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and transform them. And I'm going to do it in a different way this time around. So let's flip the camera. And here they are side by side. There's enough difference about them that it does matter. I mean, of course, their faces, the chest is different. You don't have these. Of course, Unicron Soldier doesn't come with flame effects. He comes with his horns instead. The feet are different. They probably could have went ahead and changed the Unicron Soldier's toes like they did Megatronus's, but they could have used this darker silver to make it match, because or lighter silver than what's on Megatronus. But let me move Megatronus out of the way, and let's go ahead and try to transform Unicron Soldier. All right, let's go ahead and take the pieces off. Of course, this right here is just it seems like an afterthought, but where they told you to put it on the instructions does make it look like, another smaller laser cannon that he would use as a weapon. Kind of like if you had the toy of Megatron from Transformers 1, he had his cannon on one side and he had a smaller, gun attached to the other side. I have a Blockies figure that has it, so that's the reference I'm using. Of course, yes, this is different setup. I do have a picture on one of my monitors, another picture on the other one, and that's what you're seeing in the background. And of course, my Monster Hunter mat. Go ahead and take off his bigger blaster. And he does come with the dagger or the sword. I call it a dagger because it could have been, if they made it bigger, especially on Megatronus, it would have been more intimidating. And this here would have fit the Unicron Soldier a lot better, in my opinion. But regardless, let's set this stuff over here real quick. So let's go ahead and get into the transformation. It's very similar to Megatronus, of course. Hands in. Up. Bring his chest connection and arms down. Spread his arms out. You're going to want to pop this back. Turn his head. horns towards the back of his head. Like I said, they could have made his horns a lot bigger. It would have made him look a lot more intimidating. And maybe not so many people would be sitting there saying, huh, maybe they should have used a different mode. Maybe they should have. I haven't been able to, do leads yet. So I don't know. So these come around, snap in. This snaps down. Easy peasy. That's the front part of his tank mode done. So now let's get to the other part, his legs. So same thing as Megatronus. Twist it all the way around. Twist his bottom half of his legs back down. Fold it. Fold these out. And his horns does rotate backwards. Feet out. Treads up. Down. Same thing on the other side, of course. Bring the legs out and up. Bring his butt part, because you spun it around, down. Fold these down. These, make sure you turn them all. These have to connect before you connect them down in here. Which they popped right into place. Okay. So we're this far already. Come back. Make sure everything's nice and straight. And, pop the tabs right into the hose. Raise these up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right. So twist his arms around a little bit. Down. So they have to be back. You turn these horns around towards the front. He's kind of horny, Okay, so his cannon attaches backwards. And you do want this tab down. Connect it there, just like you would the Requiem Blaster on Megatronus. Connect there. Then this, oopsie, raises up. The guns come forward. And there you have it. Now his accessories, like his blade, attach here and attach here. Or at least that's how the instructions tell you to do it. You get it, it's your toy, you attach it however you want. You can attach it along the side, just like you would Megatronus's accessories, but, it does have storage for it. And there you go. Makes it look nice and good. Which I'm just figuring out that there's kind of a blur. Huh. Oh well. Hopefully it wasn't too bad during the transformation. Taking a look what may have happened. All right. No, no, no. It's still there. It's only coming through the recording software. That's weird. But anyhow, hopefully that wasn't too bad. If it was, I can try to do something different next time. Please leave a comment down below. And I am trying a different setup, trying to bring a little bit more lighting to it. Of course, I threw pictures on my monitors to kind of, break it up a little bit. I think I've already said that, but this ain't my first recording of this part, so who knows? I can't remember. But there we go. That is the transformation. And he's not bad to, and, you know, it does rotate here also. And of course, the guns can aim backwards if he needs to shoot behind him. But, you know, so let's transform him back. Why I kind of go over my thoughts. I don't mind him. I was not planning on getting him at all because I was thinking that just don't seem right. Could it have been better? Absolutely. Would have been better if they made the mode out of Liege. I don't know. I have not done anything with Liege yet. So, as soon as I can, I will. And, then I can give my opinions about that. But, well, shit. That kind of popped off. That's fine. I'll pop it back on here in just a second. I think he's good enough, especially if you do not have a Unicron. And I do not have a Unicron. So for me, he's taking the place of the evil emperor. Oh, I just messed that up. Now, I was doing some thinking about it though, and it kind of makes sense that they use Megatronus's mode or frame to retool the Unicron soldier if they were actually putting thought behind it. Which I don't know if they were putting thought behind it, but we like to think that maybe they were a little bit, especially since they're coming out with some of the Energon Universe stuff. Because if you remember, there was an issue that revealed Megatronus to Megatron in the books. Okay. So anything going forward is going to be a spoiler. So there we go. Horns back up. So Megatronus shows up, reveals himself to be the voice that's in his head, that's basically inside of him. And this is when he's doing the flashback of he's being controlled or being tested by the Quintessence. And, they say the Quintessence made the Transformers, or maybe not made the Transformers, but showed them the ability to transform. I think that's where a lot of people get that misunderstood. Because even in G1, they didn't create the Transformers. They helped them understand the method of transformation. And of course, I could be completely wrong on that. I could be getting my mythoses messed up. But anyhow, the Quintessence help the Transformers learn how to transform. And then that's when they pretty much enslaved them because they had more power. And if we go by some of the other mythos, Quintus Prime is the one that created the Quintessence. So, from all the primes, there's a bunch of different beings in the universe that the primes actually created. If we're going to the Energon universe, they created the race, the two races, or it turns out single race with different gems in their heads of the characters in Void Rivals, and there he is retransformed into bot mode. Let's bring Megatronus back, because this does go with what I'm saying. So Megatronus in this form, or at least the outline looks like it's this form, reveals himself to Megatron. One of the flames fell off somewhere. Found it. So, using the corrupted matrix or corrupted leadership, whatever, which is more likely Dark Energon, which Dark Energon is basically Unicron's blood or energy source, created by Unicron, of course, Unicron. So, if originally Megatronus is the Fallen, and if he's the Fallen in the Energon universe, maybe he's trapped somewhere, and that's why he's in Megatron's head. Or maybe he's trapped somewhere, and that's how he's communicating to Megatron. But Megatron right now is in a kind of a crystal cocoon of Dark Energon crystals, which is still, in my opinion, see, they changed his shoulders too, retooled his shoulders from Vince to see. So, if he's trapped somewhere or on the other side of the universe, or let's just say he's trapped, or he has to be reformatted somewhere. I don't know. And if he's Unicron's main herald or greatest herald, because he fell, of course, when he was with the 13, he used the Requiem Blaster to, defeat Unicron, put him in a state of slumber. Of course, Unicron can never truly be defeated, right? Right. Or maybe. But if he is the greatest herald of Unicron, the Fallen, it makes sense that they do the retool of the Unicron soldier of Megatronus, because then they're using Unicron is using the baseline of his greatest herald to create his soldiers to go out and terrorize the universe. Or maybe they're searching for Megatronus. I don't know. And who knows? We may never find out, because they don't send bios with anything anymore. And if they do, let me know down below. Remember when they actually sent, a bio of the Transformer came with the figure? But anyhow, let's flip the camera around real quick while I finish this. So, In conclusion, do I like the Unicron soldier? Yeah, he's pretty decent, actually. And if you don't have Unicron, he's a good placeholder, honestly. His transformation's not bad. he could be a very fun toy. And if they did intend that he's designed after Megatronus because Megatronus is a herald of Unicron, then that was freaking genius. Because Liege is supposedly just like a Loki of the Transformers universe. You know, a prankster, a jokester. He was already kind of, iffy, evil. But Megatronus, he fell. He actually fell to Unicron. I mean, if in if any of the mythos is the same, that the 13 defeated Unicron, put him in a state of slumber, or banished him to another part of the universe, or even supposedly destroyed him and Unicron escaped. And then, Megatronus accidentally killed Solus Prime, his love. That would actually mentally tear him up, and he's trying to find a way, and then maybe he finds out Unicron's not dead. Unicron speaks to him. I can help you bring Solus back. I can help you reunite you with your love. So he starts falling to the dark side. Of course, I'm a big Star Wars fan too. Not just Transformers. Transformers, I love Transformers. Anytime there's Transformers out, I gotta watch it. I don't care. I mean, I'm watching Cyberworld for Pete's sake just because it's a Transformers. I still need to finish Earthrise though. I haven't finished that one yet. But so Megatronus falls. He gets the dark energon in him. He becomes the fiery, intimidating being, the fallen that we know of. But he needs soldiers. So Unicron makes him some soldiers that's modeled after himself, modeled after Megatronus. That's where it makes sense. You let me know what you think down below. Are you planning on getting the Unicron soldier if you come across him? Let me know down below. Please hype this video. Go watch the video on Megatronus. Tell me what you think. Leave comments down below. And until the next video, which there's going to be more coming, because I found more than just Unicron Soldier at Walmart. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. Leave some comments down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me how I can improve. Maybe everything I'm doing. But stay safe. Stay strong. Until all are one. Y'all have a good one, guys. Later. I'm an idiot. But y'all be careful. And watch one of these next videos.